It introduces so many opportunities, so many unique business models.
Bitcoin is not a coin.
This technology was going to be the most important innovation since the internet.
Blockchain is a technology that's been gaining traction worldwide as the next big thing, especially for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. But what is blockchain and how does it work?
Blockchain is a method where information is stored so that anyone can access it and the history is unchangeable. This information could be transactions, property ownership, medical information, and more. Blockchain could be said to be a decentralized public ledger. Let's break it down. A real currency is considered centralized because it's controlled by a single organization like the bank, by controlling circulation, adjusting rates, and more. Decentralized systems, on the other hand, have a whole network of computers or nodes that control it. The ledger is a big list where people can record information such as transactions in the case of cryptocurrency. For example, my friend could write down that he pays me $5 for a chocolate bar. But a clear problem arises. What stops my friend from saying that I owe him $1,000 or more? Like how people will sign their names on a check, we'll have to sign electronically for each transaction. In order to create the signature, we need a few cryptographic tools: the hash function, private key, and a public key. A hash function takes an input and generates what's called a hash, an unpredictable string of characters that is impossible to trace back to the input. For each transaction, it and the private key are used as input in the hash function to generate a signature to verify that transaction. And to check if the signature is true, we use the public key, the signature, and the transaction in another function.
Since the network is decentralized, there is no central ledger, but rather each node has their own copy. But how can the network keep each copy the same and valid?
We can do this by grouping information together in what's called blocks and attaching computational power to them, also known as proof of work. Nodes will verify blocks by finding a mystery value so that the value and the contents of that block produce a hash with a certain amount of zeros. Once that mystery number is found, the block is broadcast to the network and considered verified. The node that found the mystery number gets rewarded, and the hash is put in the beginning of the next block in order to chain them together, hence blockchain. The longest chain is accepted as valid because it has the most computational power attached to it. In order to change the contents of a previous block or to introduce new false blocks, a single party would need over 50% of the network's computing power, practically impossible for big networks.
The blockchain technology has the potential to change the world, and only time can tell how it will happen.